Actually, I don't really know if it's a good morning yet because I kind of woke up like 20 minutes ago. Whoops. So I'm still like kind of groggy and like have like morning voice. Hopefully it'll go away by the end of the stream. But that's why I was also like a couple minutes late. Yeah, I just woke up. I wanted to try out potentially doing like morning streams. So we'll see how this one goes, and if it goes well, I guess I'll do more of them. But yeah, as the title of the stream suggests, this is a redo of my first, quote-unquote first drawing stream that didn't end up actually involve any drawing because my tablet just decided to, I don't know, just decided not to work that day. Of all days, for some reason it just had to be that one. But I fixed the issue now. I tested it out. My drawing tablet works. So yeah. But yeah. I didn't really know what I wanted to draw per se. I just knew I wanted to do something. But my first drawing stream was supposed to be me drawing like my new profile picture. But of course that didn't end up happening, and I also didn't end up doing that like off stream either. So I guess I'm doing it now. I still feel like I'm in dire need of a new profile picture because the one I have now, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It has served me well. And it has represented me well for like the 2 years that I have had it. But I think it's time for a change, especially because now with I've kind of changed like my, I guess like my fictional online persona design, right? Because before it was like more based on like how I look like IRL, but now I'm a bit more whimsical, as you can see. So I wanted to have a new profile picture to sort of reflect that, because this is probably like how I see myself like presenting myself on the internet for like a while. I mean, besides like any IRL stuff that I do, obviously, but I mean like my, you know, my VTuber persona, how I'll look like in like PNG tuber videos, or like song covers. I will draw myself like this. So I wanted to, you know, have a new image and also just switch things up a little bit. I had the same photo for 2 years. That's a pretty good amount of time. I think it's time for a change. So let me I already have my little drawing program set up, so boop, there it is. I think I'm just gonna leave myself big like this, or maybe not. Hold on, because I also want you to be able to like see what I'm doing like bigger. So let me just move some stuff around. Yeah, just having a little corner right there. Ooh, hold on, wait. There we go. I had this for the last drawing stream. It's like a little toggle where it's me holding a pencil. I didn't get to use it much, obviously, but I get to use it now. It would have been cool if, which I am thinking of doing this, it would have been cool if my PNG tuber was like more animated. And that way I could like, I don't know, do something with like the arm moving or whatever. I'm still trying to figure that out. We'll see. But for now, still image is fine. I'm still working on adding like more stuff to my model here. But that comes with time. It takes me quite a bit to get these things done. So let me just make the program a little bit bigger. In case anybody asks, which I don't know if many people ask, but I use Medibang. I think it's pretty... voice crack. I think it's pretty good. Especially because it's free. It's a free program, and for what it is very good. I don't see many people talk about it, or use it for that matter. Like whenever I watch speed paints, I barely see any people use it or mention it. So I think for what it is, it's very good. I've been using it ever since I've started drawing digitally, and excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Okay, sneeze break over. Back to what I was saying. I have tried other drawing programs and they're good. I've tried very briefly Clip Studio Paint and Krita. They obviously have many more features and they're still very good, don't get me wrong, but I always come back to Medibang. I don't know why. I think it's just because that's what I'm used to, and I'm kind of stubborn, not gonna lie. I don't like switching like my equipment or like my workflow that much, because then I'm like, it's not the same. So, yeah. I guess I'm stuck with this one now. I mean, I do see myself experimenting with other drawing programs in the future. Maybe I'll give Clip Studio another go. But for now, Medibang works just fine for me. I've done a lot on it, so yee. But I guess I'll quit the yappery for now, and I'll start actually drawing. So this is a profile picture, so it's gonna be quite simple. I always put the background in gray so that so it's not like white, so it doesn't like blind me. But profile pictures are, you know, a lot easier. That's why I wanted to start my first drawing stream with one, because just to, I don't know, I guess I'll be somewhat okay at it. Yeah, I'm not the most confident in like my drawing skills, so I wanted my first drawing stream to be, you know, very chill, nothing too you know, like nothing too difficult going on, just taking it easy for the first one. But yeah, it's really just the face and like a teeny bit of the shoulders. So yeah, it's gonna be quite easy. I still don't really know what I want my profile picture to be. I don't know if it should just be simple like headshot, or if there should be like hands, like a hand pose in there. I have thought about that. As you can see, I don't really prepare much for drawing streams just because I pretty much just draw on a whim. I barely plan my drawings, which is probably why they take so long. Oh, speaking of which, let me set a timer. Hold on. I'm setting up myself a timer now because I have like a really bad habit of like I take too long to draw. Like one drawing could take me multiple days to complete just because I am very, very slow at it. And I think it's mainly a perfectionism type thing. I think it is that, because I see that I like take too long on certain parts. Hold on, let me have it so that you could actually see the timer. But I think by like restricting myself to only like a set amount of time would help me out a lot. Because I don't know, I guess there's the pressure, maybe it's that. Let me see, can I even show the timer? Hold on. It's not showing up, like for me to have the timer on screen. Let me try game capture. But yeah, I'm gonna try to yeah, have the timer set for like an hour, and my goal is to get the sketch and the flat colors done within the hour. Rendering and shading, I could do that after. That doesn't take me as long, I would say. But definitely I want to have the sketch and the flat colors done for sure within this hour. That I would say would make it a successful stream. I don't know why I can't seem to get the timer up, like, for you to see visually. But at least I can see the timer, that's what matters. So okay, ready, set, go. Okay, I have exactly 1 hour to pretty much finish profile picture. Actually no, let me not use the tool. And I also only really use like default brushes. I haven't really gone out of my way to use, I guess, like custom brushes or like brushes made by other people. I probably should experiment with that though. But just for now, it's me and my default brushes against the world. So this is gonna be very messy in the beginning, but it's really a trust the process in the end. So how do I want the profile picture to be? I probably should have looked up references, to be honest. This would have made this go a lot faster. But I was not thinking that. So let me see. I do have like a Pinterest board that's of just like things I would like to be like my profile picture for like Discord and stuff like that, so I'll look through there and see like the ones I have saved, because obviously if I've saved them that means that like I liked them enough. I think, yeah, I think I'm just gonna have it be just the face. I'm probably not gonna have any hands in it. I feel like that would overcomplicate things. So yeah, I'll just have the face. Yeah, just make things easier on me. Actually, there we go. So yeah, okay, now I have a better idea. And I'll probably have it facing right or left. I'm leaning towards left. Okay, like a left 3/4 facing face. Facing face. Let me make it a little bigger. There we go. And continuing. I'm also going to try and what's the word, like, not use as many layers, because I use a lot of layers. Actually, hold on, I also really rely on like the correction because I have very naturally shaky hands, so you'll often see like my correction be at like in the 20s or like in the 30s. It's pretty bad, but that's just how I got used to it's just how I got used to doing it. What? This is gonna be a very sketchy profile picture. I didn't want to like invest time into line art because, let's be honest, a profile picture is tiny, right? So no one's gonna see the line art, and so why waste time on it? I actually haven't done line art in like a really long time, just because I actually never liked doing line art. I felt like it was, at least for me, like the style that I like, a waste of time, right? You know, for other people and like their styles, it could not be, right? But at least for me and like what I'm going for, I always felt like line art was kind of unnecessary. What I would do is that I would have my sketch, right? And then I would just like kind of erase to make it, you know, cleaner. And that I found saved me a bunch of time and allowed me to do drawings faster and more frequently instead of being stuck on the same one forever. So, but when I was younger, I used to do line art a lot because like everyone else was doing it essentially, and it's like, oh, you have to do line art. But then eventually I was just like, you know, I'm gonna do my own thing. Not like it's a unique thing to do. I know a lot of people do the same thing. But I was like, you know, I kind of don't like this line art thing, so I'm just not gonna do it. Not like it's a requirement, so I gave up on line art pretty fast after that. Like that realization that I was like, you know, I don't have to do it. So I won't. So it's gonna be very sketchy, but it'll look good in the end. But I guess in the meantime, while I'm doing this, I didn't prepare like any talking points. I probably should have though. But oh yeah, one little talking point that I do have was that the idol group 𝒂𝒂 from the Love Live series, they disbanded, like, okay, when it comes to time zone, I guess last night, you know, I'm trying to account for time zone difference, but whatever, they like had their final live between Friday and Saturday night Japan time, and actually no, between Saturday and Sunday night. Wait, what dates were they doing this at? I know it was between 2 dates. It was 2 days. But they had their final live, and as like a not even that long term of a Love Live fan. I got into Love Live like in 2020, but still, as like a fan of idols, that got like introduced through like through 𝒂𝒂 and through Love Live, it was kind of devastating to see them go, not gonna lie. Even though I haven't been like hardcore into 𝒂𝒂 and Love Live in a while, it was still like no. How could they? Well, not how could they, but like it was still a very like sad moment for me. Especially because I wasn't able to see them, like I wasn't able to see their last live. I didn't get to see Muse's last live because when that was happening, like idols were not even on my radar. But like I wasn't able to like catch, like I didn't catch like the live stream, both like the like online and in person, because I didn't go to the con that they were doing it at. I know there was like a con that they were doing a live screening of their last live, and I didn't get to go to that either. Which, speaking of cons, 𝒂𝒂, wait, was it 𝒂𝒂 that did the screening, or was it another one? I think there was like multiple cons running this weekend, so I might have gotten it confused. But speaking of cons, 𝒂𝒂 is, I think it's still going actually, I think it's still going today, but 𝒂𝒂 was this weekend, and literally everybody and they mama are at 𝒂𝒂. Except for me. I've heard of 𝒂𝒂 like last year, I think, for the first time, and I didn't think much about it. I was like, okay, another anime con, like, that's like out of my way that I can't go to, whatever. I didn't give it much attention because I was like, that's kind of far from me, you know, whatever. But like, I'm seeing everybody post their days at 𝒂𝒂, and I'm like, dang, everybody's here. The whole gang is here. Like, and I got like low-key jealous. I'm like, you know what? One year, I'm gonna go to 𝒂𝒂 to see what all the hype is about. Because I got like major FOMO this week, and I was like, man. But I hope that everybody there has a fun time. I don't know what's going on with my brushes. They're working fine. Whatever. But yeah. I did go to like a local con this weekend though. I didn't make a big fuss about it just because I kind of went last minute, to be honest. I kind of did. I was like contemplating whether or not I should go, and then I was like, you know what, yeah girl, just go. It was like a 1-day only con at like a local university, so it was like, it's not that big a deal, just go. So I went. It was actually pretty fun. It was much smaller than the other con I went to. Also this month, so I went to 2 cons in 1 month, which is unheard of me. So I'm kind of glad I did it, because I'm like, I went from going to no cons to suddenly 2 in 1 week. No, I mean 2 in 1 month. Who am I, you know? But yeah, it was very fun. My wallet did not leave Artist Alley unscathed, sadly. Well, not sadly. I got a lot of cute stuff, so I'm not mad about it. It's just put me in an Artist Alley and yeah, the wallet's not coming out alive. Let's say that. But yeah, it was very nice. Like, low-key, I didn't even like try to cosplay either. I was just like, yeah, I'll go in normal clothes. But yeah, and now I'm streaming, so that was my weekend. Essentially, that's it. But I'm really taking my sweet ass time. I shouldn't be though. I set the timer. I'm already like 11 minutes in. This is bad. And neck. No, that's a weird angle. Hold on. As you can see, I'm not the best artist, but I try. I like to say I try very hard. Erase that. Like, this is what I mean by like I do the sketch and then like I erase and draw over it instead of doing line art to make it cleaner. Come on, what's going on? Oh my god. I mean, to be fair, I'm also not like in an optimal position like to be drawing in. So maybe that's why I keep messing up. Okay, there we go. Erase that little piece. I also tried playing around with my audio levels again, because I can never seem to get them right. I never do. Like, I'll watch back my VODs and I'm like, you can't hear anything. Like in my last Project 𝒔𝒂𝒎 stream. Why is it that it doesn't seem to be working? But like my last stream, which was Project 𝒔𝒂𝒎, I was like, okay, hopefully they can hear the music right from the game that like I'm, you know, like casting from my phone to my computer, right? And like I could hear it fine. Actually, I had it very loud on my end, so I thought, you know, they'll hear it. And then I watched back the VOD and you can't hear shit. You can't hear anything. And I'm like, what? But it was so loud, like for me. I was like, I should probably like bring it down or something. But no, it was like super silent on stream and I'm like, what do I keep doing wrong? Because like I'll have whatever I'm playing be like super loud, but then on stream you don't hear it. But I can't really like hear it in real time. So I don't know when or how to make the adjustments for it. So I'm still trying to figure that out, or like how I can somehow get certain programs to be louder than, you know, like my mic and stuff. But yeah, it's just been very annoying. That's like been the most annoying part of like trying to start streaming, was like getting my audio levels right, because they're always off. They're never just right. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. I have to remember that profile picture is literally just like the face. And I have to take into account that it's a very, very small like little circle, right? So yeah, I can't have too much like, I guess, negative space, because then you won't be able to see the important part. So now I think that's good enough. I'm gonna start drawing her little clothes. Why is it that? It almost feels, yeah, it almost feels like the corrections like not correcting as much, so I'll put it up higher. I like putting it at 39. That's Miku number. Actually, hold on, let me bring the opacity down a little bit so I can see what I'm doing better. Thankfully, this is just like a bust shot, so that I don't have to draw the entirety of her clothes. Because while I say her like it's like a different entity, it's supposed to be like my persona, whatever. But even though it's not like the most detailed design in the world by any means, but still, it's like I have to draw all of like the not fur, like the sort of like cottony thing, like a collar. Then I have to draw like the bows. There's like 3 bows down the middle. I have to draw like the whole poncho type thing. So I'm glad I don't have to do all of that. Not that I hate it though. I put a lot of work into my design, even though it is still quite simple. But I went through like a lot of which I wish I should have kept, like different design ideas for my sort of like VTuber 1.0 design, because I do plan on having other designs in the future. Don't get me wrong, like this isn't gonna be what I look like forever. But I wanted like my 1.0 design to be, you know, just what I consider to be just right, you know? So I was very like, okay, what do I really want it to look like? And so I went through like a bunch of different design iterations before landing on this one. But sadly I didn't save them. But I had some like ideas. Like I knew I wanted it to have like a big fluff element, because, you know, my little character's supposed to be a sheep, right? So she's gotta be fluffy, right? Like floofy. So I definitely wanted something soft that evoked warmth and that had a very like light pastel color palette. Let me erase this. And I ended up with the design that you see in front of you now, which I think is pretty good design, I'd say. I still have to work on the full like character reference sheet. I can't believe it's taken me this long to do it. But I hope to have that done fairly soon. Again, I don't know why it's taking me so long to like get to it, but I promise it's coming. Probably by next week I'll have it done. That's what it means. I actually didn't really talk about like my process when it came to like my ideation process, like when it came to my VTuber persona. Or even like, because like I do like live idol stuff, or at least I would like to do it more, but or even like my idol persona, because they're kind of the same. But I haven't talked much about like where the concept like came from, so I guess I'll talk about it now, because I really don't have many talking points prepared, so I'll talk about it now. Basically how it went, it's not like the most groundbreaking or like super complex process. It was, so I knew I wanted to like be like a VTuber and like, you know, do some live like Kaigai idol stuff, but usually you need like, I hate calling it a gimmick because it's not a gimmick, but you need to have like a selling point, like what makes you special, what makes you different from the other people, the other, because it's a small community, but there's still, you know, a big saturation of certain concepts. So it's like, what makes you stand out, what makes you different, or what can you provide visually or conceptually that's different from other people. So I was like, okay, what do I do that's like somewhat different? I'm not gonna call it unique because nowadays nothing is unique, but you know, like what's like a not as used concept that like I see around. And I was like, okay, let me try and do it kind of sort of based on my personality. That's always a good way to go. It's like, what do you like based on your personality? That's usually a good way to go about these things. But I was like, okay, actually let me start the eyes already. So I was like, okay, what about me can I leverage and like turn into like a sort of concept? That way I can make it like more authentic. And I was like, okay, well, I'm very sleepy. That's like I guess like a personality trait of mine. I'm always sleepy, I'm always exhausted, I'm always tired, right? So I was like, okay, I'm always sleepy. That could be endearing to some people, you know? Well, this is like really testing me. The drawing the face and like the eyes. But yeah, so I'm naturally a very sleepy person. I'm an eeper. I'm a professional eeper. So I was like, okay, dreams and like sleep related motifs I find are very cute. And even though it is a somewhat fairly well used concept, I feel like I could do something with it still. So I was like, okay, what is often associated with sleep that I don't see used that often? And I thought sheep. You know, when it comes to like animal-based concepts or like animal-based characters and idols, sheep are not that common, actually. Like when it comes to animals, the ones that you see a lot are like cats, dogs. Yeah, like cats, dogs, bunnies. What else? Wolves. I know that's like similar to dogs. Not quite, but it's like similar. Wolves. Like those types of animals. But you barely see like sheeps, goats. So I was like, okay, a sheep. Sheep are associated with sleep. Because, you know, like the term like counting sheep. Well, I'm gonna do special trick. Boom, copy, paste, flip. I try and do copy, paste, and flip as much as I humanly can for my drawings just to save time. But anyway, so I was like, yeah, you don't see sheep all that much when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, that's like my special selling point. That's like my special like design motif. Sheep and sleep and like space celestial stuff. Okay, I got my concept down already. It was really just that. Because I am sleepy, I am a sheep. So that was how... Actually, no, I have to do the eyeliner on this one. That's how, like, as far as, like, the concept ideation went. Yeah, like I said, it's not the most groundbreaking thing, for sure. But it's often the simplest ideas that are the best ones. But, yeah, and I decided to keep, like, the same, like, concept for my VTuber, just to, like, make things simpler. You know, I'm like, okay, the SAi-DOL brand is like the dreams and the sheep. I'll just make it simple and just have that be my branding, you know, in general. And I really went, like, really a lot deeper into, like, the sheep motifs on the VTuber. Because IRL, like... my idol costume, the only thing that's sheep is like I have little horns and that's about it. Originally though, I was supposed to have the ears too, like the sheep ears. But I decided not to in the end because I didn't want to be like a furry, right? I didn't want to be like a Kenomimi type idol. I just wanted to be like vaguely sheep inspired. So I kept the horns, but I didn't, you know, do like the ears or the tail because I'm like, that's a bit much for me. That's a bit much. But for the VTuber, I'm like, okay, I'm actually going to go really into the sheep. Like, she's actually going to have sheep features, right? Because that's also just easier to do because, you know, VTubers, they're not real. So you have more leeway when it comes to what you can do design-wise. So I decided to just go really go into the sheep theme, and like I gave her, you know, not just the horns but like also the ears. I'm thinking also the tail. I'm still wondering if I should give it the tail too, but I really just went really more visibly sheep themed with the VTuber. So that's like the main difference between like my IRL stuff and like my VTuber stuff. Yeah, it's basically just like the difference is that like the VTuber is obviously like more fantasy, more you know, fantastical. But yeah, that's enough for the eyes. Like I said, it's a small profile picture. I'm not gonna delve too heavily on the details, and if anything, I'll just fix in like the rendering process later. Like I said, I just want to do the sketch and like the flat colors, which I only have 30 minutes. That's what I get for being a yapper. But I mean, I could go over an hour slightly. It's not like it's like a actual deadline. I just wanted to like challenge myself. So those are the eyes. And I could erase this already. Little line in the middle. I don't really draw noses. So there we go, just a little line. Actually, that would probably be more like here. No, just leave it like that. And draw like a little like eyelid. Or not. I could just not draw it. Like, who's gonna look at it? Just in case I'll draw it though. Okay, then I always draw like the little under eye bag. That's good enough. And then boop. Actually no. This part's always hard for me. I can never seem to get them right. It takes me like a million tries. Specifically like the thickness. It's hard to get like the thickness right between the two. Hi. Okay. Let me just pull this one a little bit higher. Okay. Just a little bit. There we go. So that's like the general eye shape. Then I'll just draw the pupils. But let me already do like the eyebrows too. Eyebrows are, I'm gonna keep them quite simple, just straight and like pretty thin. Because also my character has bangs, so I don't really do much for the eyebrows because you can't really see them anyways. Because there's bangs there. So I never really put too much attention to them. Just simple. And I could already merge these layers. Ah, wrong way. I'll do the pupils like kind of last. Actually no, I'll do them now. Never mind. I always do the pupils now. I also don't know why or when I started kind of doing this like vaguely triangular shape for like eyes and pupils. I don't know when I started that. I could probably look at like my old drawings and see kind of like when in like my timeline, you know, just like drawing over the years I started doing it, but like I honestly don't know why I started doing it. I think it was because like I wanted to like have my art style pop out more, so like I wanted to incorporate like different like eye shapes, but like actual shapes, like eyes inspired by like rectangles and squares, eyes inspired by triangles, eyes inspired by, I don't know, a rhombus, if I could do that, right? Just like, I guess more cartoony in that sense. And I kind of just stuck with like the triangle shape, because I was like, ooh, that one looks pretty. But I'm also trying to like develop my art style more. Like, I don't see myself drawing like this forever. Or at least maybe not all the time. But I'm still trying to like improve my drawing, because I also haven't really been drawing consistently for years. I really haven't. So I'm trying to like get back into drawing now and like developing stuff as I go. And it's a slow process. But I know that in the end, like, I'll like have my art style change as I go along. Yeah, I think that's good enough. And then copy paste to the other eye, because they're looking the same direction anyways. Oh, not that direction. I don't know, should it be flipped? Yeah, it probably should be flipped. Ah, I got less than 30 minutes left. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm like almost done-ish. Hold on, I messed this up, but I'll just erase. Okay, that should be it for the eyes. See how it looks. Yeah, that's fine. Now I need the hair. Oh, I still haven't drawn like the rest of the outfit. Not like you could really see it. Oh yeah, missing like the choker. Wait, where did my little drawing model go? Hold on, let me put it back. There we go. I don't know how it came off and just went back to default, but yeah. Little choker, which I added the little moon pendant somewhat recently, and I just thought it'd be like a cute thing, especially because I'm like, okay, she's supposed to be also like celestial themed, and there's not a lot of like celestial motifs in her design. There's just like a vaguely star-shaped earring. So I knew I wanted to like add a, you know, another space themed element to her design. And I landed on like the moon choker because I kind of have one in real life. Kind of looks like it, not quite, but I have one in real life. So I was like, okay, I'll do the moon choker. It's a cute little detail. Specifically a crescent moon. Boop. Oh, I thought it was raining. I thought I heard rain for a second. Actually, hold on. Earrings. Even though they'll probably be covered up by the hair later, but just so like I know where they are. I gotta do the 3 little spikes on the ear. And like the cartilage part. Which is like one of my favorite parts of my design to draw. I don't know. I just like it a lot. And I would like to have that in real life someday. And then I didn't draw her little like pupil. I also experimented with a lot of pupil shapes as well, but I mostly landed on like a pretty just like straight line pupil. Very rarely do I do other shapes, I noticed, but I just really like how it looks, especially with the triangle shape of the... Wait, is it the pupil? Yeah, I guess pupil. Like the triangle shape of like the what? Like the iris? Is that what it's called? I don't know my eye parts, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, with like the triangle shape of it all, I thought like the straight line in the middle really like accentuated it. Ah. No, I meant. Okay, there we go. And so now, what else? Oh yeah, I still have to do the hair. Yeah, hair next. Oh, I got like 20 minutes left. Then, actually, let me bring down the opacity a little bit so it's easier. Now the hair. I've been drawing like my hair the exact same way for like a long, not a long time, but like a while. So it kind of just became like muscle memory. Hold on. There we go. One hime down, another one to go. So then it's like group, little notch here, group, another slightly larger notch here for the bangs. Boop, boop. Okay, and then like a little hold on, little piece here, and then like the hime behind it. So that was like how I've been drawing at least my hair, like my persona's hair, for like a while, and I just kind of kept it that way. I would like to make this hime a little bit thicker, but I'll do the other one real quick first. I love hime cuts. I think they're so cute. That's how I have my hair right now, actually, and I genuinely think this might be like my optimal hairstyle. I see myself having a hime cut for quite a long while because it just looks so good on me. At least I think it does. But I definitely, like, I've had different like haircuts over the years, right? But I think I'm like, okay, this one's it. This is it. Like, this is the one. Same with bangs. I never see myself getting rid of my bangs. Because there was a time where I was bangsless. And I am all forehead. So I got a lot of like forehead jokes made about me. And I didn't like them. And then when I started wearing bangs again, I'm like, yep, I'm never getting rid of these. They're staying with me forever. Oh, it covers the piercings though. I wonder... I mean, you already see the other 3 piercings, so I guess just like 2 less wouldn't hurt. Like, not showing those 2 wouldn't hurt. Erase the under stuff. But yeah, I like drawing hime cuts. I think they're really cute. Okay, see how this all looks together. Alright, that's good. I'll erase the little eye parts here underneath the bangs. I can make the tail of this one a little longer. No, I will have the eyebrows like peeking on top of the hair. I know some people are like against that because they're like, that's not realistic. And to that I say, I'm literally drawing an anime girl with sheep ears and horns. I think we're past the point of realism. You know? So it's like, whatever. The rest of the hair is just straight. Bloop. Straight and kind of long-ish. I will say there was a version of my design that actually had like short, like really short hair, kind of like a boy cut type hair. And that's like a hair length I've always wanted. I've yet to cut my hair that short, but I would really like to. Much to the chagrin of like my family, they always say like, no, don't do it, you look like a boy. And I'm like, I don't care. So what? I'll be a cute boy. Hey, so what? But yeah, that was always like a hairstyle that I've wanted for like a long time. You wanna know who inspired me to do that? Jonghyun from Twice. I saw like I was like kind of getting into K-pop in middle school, and I saw some Twice music videos, and I saw short hair Jonghyun, like boy cut Jonghyun, and I was like, yep, this is it. I'm gonna do it. That's I want my hair just like that. So that was like my big inspiration to do that. Wait, let me draw very important part of my design, the moles. I like drawing like moles and like different like skin stuff. Even if a character doesn't canonically have a mole, I'll probably still add one somewhere. Like, I don't know, just like slap one on their arm or something like that. I don't know, I just like doing it. And there's like certain, I guess it's like part of my art style, I guess you could say. But anyways, there they are. I never forget it. Did I do the headpiece? The headpiece always takes me a long time to draw, but like that's kind of part of the design. So I probably should. Yeah, I should. Oh, I didn't realize we already have comments. 5 head check. Hey! Nah, but for sure I do have a 5 head. Aw, thank you. I love your art style so much, thank you. I didn't even realize. I wasn't looking at chat. Oops. But yes, hello, hello. I'm almost done. The timer, it says I have 16 minutes left. I gotta wrap it up. Ah! Okay, maybe an hour for both sketch and color was a little bit unrealistic, but at least get the sketch done in the hour. And then coloring just the flats are really easy. I don't know if I want to say regret drawing this, but I low-key regret drawing like and like having the headpiece be part of my design, because like it's very, at least for me, difficult to draw, especially consistently. So I might get rid of it. Actually, I kind of don't want to get rid of it. I knew in the design process I wanted to like have like, you know, I said sleep motif, right? But I also wanted like sort of like the, you know, like those kind of like in the cartoons, like the vintage like pajamas. And it depends on like kind of what you used to watch, but I'm talking like the ones where it's like the long nightgown and like like the stereotypical like long nightgown, little nightcap, and like the little candle that's seen like in like older cartoons, right? I know I wanted like a sort of like vintage pajamas design for the clothes, or like something that kind of evoked like a sort like that sort of like clothing, and I landed on like these like headpieces that are like also seen in like Lolita fashion. And I landed on those because it reminds me of sleeping masks, like sleeping eye masks. They kind of remind me of them, so I thought like, oh, that'd be a cute like design feature because it looks like a sleeping mask that you would like put on top of like your eyes. But instead it's on her head. So that was how I got to that design choice. But like I said, it's hard to draw consistently. It always looks different each time. So maybe I'll change it or like try to find some way to make it more consistent. But yeah, nightcap is goated. Yes, like that, like the little triangle nightcap. It's not the overall shape that's hard for me to draw, it's the ruffles. I don't know how to draw ruffles. So every time I do, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I do it somehow. Don't ask me how I do it, because even I don't know. I kind of just do like a, like, yeah, like that kind of shape. It kind of looks like the omega symbol, which I kind of don't want to think about that actually. No, it actually is the omega symbol. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, I just came to the realization that's really the omega symbol. But whatever. And then I just repeat that kind of along the curve as best as possible. To varying degrees of success. Hold on, let me make this easier on myself so I can see what I'm doing. And it's also not perfect each time. And then when I get to like the outer part, I kind of just like don't make it as detailed. I kind of just make them like little squiggles after that. Again, just to make my life easier. Oh, that looks really bad. Nah, but it's a profile picture. Who's gonna see that? I have to keep that in mind so I don't let the perfectionism take over. Oh no, that one's really bad. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe not erase it, but just like move it. I also tried using like a... I did download like a brush pack that was like ruffles, but they were like very hyper realistic and it didn't really look all that great with my art style. So I was like, the only way that it'll look good is if I hand draw them. But I never understood how to draw ruffles. Believe me, like, I tried to do like a study on them. I watched like tutorials. I saw like, you know, like those like kind of like artists like really like break down references and nothing. I could never get them quite right. So I was just like, what's the word? I kind of just like wung it afterwards, cause I was just like, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll find a way to do it. Okay. The one complaint I do have about this program, Medibang, is that it doesn't have a liquify tool. I feel like a liquify tool could have helped me like on that middle part there, but oh well. I'll fix it myself. Okay. Now I'll erase some of this under stuff. all I have left, I think. Well, the horns. I have to draw the horn. Oh no, I actually do have quite a few things to draw still. Oops. I thought I was almost done. I was gonna be like, I'm almost done. But no, I'm not. I still have to do the sheep ears. The ribbon that goes across like the headpiece. The sort of like crisscross ribbons. Then also the little earring on her sheep ear. Yeah, in the mouth I still have quite a bit to do actually. So let me not celebrate too early. For like the ribbon though, I just copy paste them. And like rotate them along the headpiece. Okay, just oh no wait, no, not to erase this one? Okay, I guess. Go, 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 go. Oh, I have 9 minutes left. Oops. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. I'll be fine. Oh no. Crap. Wait, how much battery do I have left? Oh no. Okay, I'm kind of like running out of battery. I mean, to be fair, I did start stream on less than 100%. That's kind of a bad decision on my part. But I'll at least finish the sketch. I have some battery left. I don't even know if these look right. Something tells me that they're a little bit off, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I kind of got them right, kind of. Oh. Fuck, man. Looks like I'm gonna have to end stream here. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I'm literally running out of battery. Uh-oh. No, the drawing stream didn't go well either. Well... Or hold on, let me see something. I'll be right back real quick. Bruh, I'm muted. No! Oh my god. I literally went on a whole rant about AI art, only to be muted. Bruh. Oh no. Okay. Well, I guess I'll say it again. Cause I noticed somebody in my chat said, it's a wrap, sis, we gotta ask AI for help. And I basically just explained my stance on AI art. Just like, I personally don't like it. Like, I think, like, at least for me, I'd rather not use it in my work because, like, I take great pride in that, you know, even though my art doesn't look good all the time, at least it's mine, you know? It ain't much, but it's honest work. And also, just AI art kind of doesn't look right all the time, either. It looks a little bit off. And yeah, I just don't like AI art. I really don't. I think it really discourages a lot of people, especially that want to go into a creative field. It kind of is doing that for me a little bit. But, you know, I always try to, like, keep my head up and be like, keep trying. You know, art, I see it slowly but surely getting, like, more and more devalued than it already is. And it's very... It's tough to see. It's a really sad sight to see, you know? Because... And I know a lot of other people go through this too, that, like, you see yourself doing something, but then when you get older, you're seeing that something slowly becoming obsolete. It's like, damn, like, my whole life's purpose is just almost gone. Not completely, of course, but, like, do you kind of get what I mean? That it's like, this is all I've ever wanted to do, and now you're telling me that we're having robots do it for us, so now I can't do it? Like, no one's gonna hire me now because they just want something that does it in 2 seconds? Like that kind of kills me, not gonna lie. Because it's like, this is all I've seen myself doing. So now it's like, now what? Now what do I do? And I know a lot of artistically inclined people feel the same way too. It's like, dang. That's what I've been doing my whole life, now what? But yeah, sad, you know, seeing art get devalued, and it also really just brings down, like, I guess, like, your self-esteem almost. Oh yeah, what should I do for the mouth? Just a smile, or should it be like open mouth? Because I also draw fangs a lot. Like, I could do that, because I don't want an open smile. I'd rather have it be a closed smile. But I still want it to be that, like, you could see the fang. So I'll probably do, like, that anime mouth where it's, like, technically closed, but you see, like, a little fang still. Very unrealistic, I know. Yet then again, everything about this design is unrealistic. So... just a little simple mouth. Just wanted, like, a vaguely smiley, happy mouth. Like a little fang. I also really like drawing fangs. I'd say that's, like, a big part of my art style, that even if a character doesn't canonically have, like, fangs, I'll probably still draw them. Kind of the same like what I do with moles. I just like drawing fangs. They're fun. Like, they add a sort of whimsy to it. I don't know. I also kind of had, like, a... Yeah, we missed the rant. Yeah, I'm so sorry. That's because... I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. I think you'll find that out very quickly. But, yeah, it was a little... I don't know, brain fart moment that I forgot that I was muted. But, yeah. Okay. I'm almost done. I kind of neglected the timer. I'm over the hour limit that I gave myself, but I'm, like, almost done. So I'm like, whatever. At least I got pretty advanced. So, I'll draw the sheep ears. which I really struggle because a lot of the times I accidentally make them too big. So it's like I have to like find like the perfect size. I'm still learning how to draw sheep ears. Bruh, just yeah, that's good enough for now. I could work with that. Then oh, this is also hard. Hold on. At least for me, it's hard. And bloop. Actually, no, again. Bloop. To me, drawing is just spamming Control Z. Control Z, Control Z, Control Y. I keep messing up. 4 ears, lol. Okay. Okay. You should color in another stream? No, I'll probably like color it now. Yeah, I'll color it now. Yes, hello. I eat cats. Interesting username. Yeah, the 4 ears thing. I don't mind it. I know some people say that, you know, like humanoid characters that have like animal features, so like Kenomimi, so it's like, oh, cat girl with human ears and cat ears. Oh, she got 4 ears, blah blah blah. I don't care. I know some people say that's like a bad design choice, that it's not realistic, blah blah blah. But we're dealing with like cat girls, wolf girls, you know, so it's like, what even is realistic anymore? I tried to draw like just the sheep ears, but it never quite looked right. It never quite looked right to me. So I was just like, you know what? I'll keep the 4 ears. I don't care if that annoys people. I don't think it looks bad. It looks fine to me. And also I had more leeway for like the piercings too, because yeah, I could technically do the piercings on the sheep ears, but I like them on normal ears. Okay, that was the sheep ears. Actually, just a little bit. It's like, okay, let me see. Yeah, they're like kind of on the same. It's also hard for me to like get them like right, like not lopsided, like have them look like at the same level, but there they are. Erase the little parts I don't need. But yes, she does have 4 ears, technically. Yeah, whatever. It's art, Lima. It's all about the aesthetics and the theme. Yeah, so long as I get the theming right and it looks okay, I have succeeded. Okay, that's it for the ears. Then on the right ear, got a little star earring. Like the 4-pointed star earring. So I draw that. That's good enough. Good enough. Okay. Make it a little sharper. I actually have no idea what the star shape is called, but I like it though. It's like the sparkle emoji. I have no idea what it's actually called though. I just call it a 4-pointed star because I don't know how else to call it. Let me rotate a little bit. Yeah, good enough. Okay. What else? Oh, what am I missing? I think I'm done. Am I? Hold on, let me look back at my model again. No, yeah, I think I'm done. No, wait, the horns. How could I forget the horns? I was literally just about to forget the horns. I'm like, something's missing. I just can't put my finger on it. It was the horns. That part's very important. So I found what I was missing. Actually, no, that's a terrible horn. Hold on. I just gotta draw and then like I'll move them around in place better later. Just have to draw it right. No, that's not quite right. Hold on. I'll just redo it again. Hold on. This is like another thing I can never quite get right. Like the first try. I know with practice, I'll get it like better at it. Kind of like how I did with the hair. Now the hair is kind of just muscle memory to me. Hopefully with practice, like the horns and the ears will, again, also become muscle memory. The bows on her shirt, yeah. On the bright side, with how zoomed in the photo is, I only have to draw 1 instead of 3. So, time saver. Even though technically, like, the bows are just copy-pasted. So I only really draw 1 anyways, but still. Yeah, the horn's good enough. I think I'll just make it a little bit wider at the base. Okay, there we go. Now I just gotta like move it and then copy paste it to the other side. Oh, I want to make them visible. We're like here. Other side. Trying to get everything symmetrical is always the hardest part. Eh. Oh, I hate flipping the canvas. No, it was better before. Yeah, I think that's it. And then I just erase what's underneath. I'm actually not going to draw the glasses. I'm going to omit the glasses for this one. At first I thought of doing the glasses, but then I was just like, nah. The glasses are canon though. That's not to say that they're not canon. They are canon. I just thought like, you know, I'll skip out on them for the profile picture. Now I just need the bow in the middle and that's it. And then I'll start on like the flat colors. Rendering, I'll do that off stream. But I knew by the end of the stream I wanted to have the flat colors done. Erase that. You know, just the bow. Let's see if I could get the bow right too. Hold on. Lower the opacity a little bit so I can see it better. Wait, how did I draw the bow? Hold on, let me look back at my design. Okay, I just drew it like that. I know there's like different like bow shapes. I just had to like double check to see which one it was that I did. This is all the more reason why I need a character sheet. Actually, no, it's not quite right yet. Hold on. Yeah, I definitely need a character sheet. Okay, then other side. I just copy pasted. Hold on. Trying to get it right. Yeah, that's good enough. I'll make it a teeny bit bigger. I accidentally made it too small. Just leave it like here. And now it's like a little lopsided. And I think it's just lopsided in general. Oops. Okay, that's good enough. There we go. Sis got contacts now. Hey. You know, both glasses and contacts are canon. Both in character and in real life. I have really, and when I say really, really bad eyesight. So I also had to make the glasses canon because I do think that's a pretty important part. Even for a fantasy version of myself, she still wears glasses. And I'll make the liner on the bow a little bit thinner, but other than that, I think we're done with the sketch/liner. Girly, why are you so underrated? You are so cute. Thank you. I try very hard to make it cute. To varying results sometimes, but I think in the end it ends up looking cute. I actually don't post my art all that often. But I know I should, and I want to. It's just, I'm just like slowly getting back into drawing, so I don't have that many, like, current, I guess, modern day drawings. A lot of like my drawings came from like when I was younger. But I'm trying to get back into it slowly. It just takes me a while because drawing takes me a long time. But I want to draw more of like not just my persona, of course, but like also like fan art or like original art stuff, like concepts, whatever. But It comes with time. I can only draw so quickly. Hold on, she's a little bit off center. Let me fix that. Still a little off center. Yeah, it's good enough center wise. Okay, that's the lines. Now I just gotta do flat colors, and that's about it for today, I think. At least that's all I had planned. I must do your art style, JK. What an honor. No, you know, like those I see these comments a lot, especially on like TikToks of like, what is it, like, where did my art go? Me with like suspiciously art-shaped lump in my throat. It's like they ate the art or whatever. Let me take out this real quick so I could get the colors. But yeah, like those types of comments. Come on, it's loading. There we go. Another reason why I desperately need a character sheet is because, like, for color picking, I literally just pick from the PNG tuber model. Oh no. Oh, which this is like the file, like when I drew my PNG tuber. Yeah. So this was it, and I have like different layers and stuff. I had like ideas for like different like like different hands, like for example like the pencil for drawing streams. I also had like different like hands for like gaming streams, like 2 hands and like holding a controller. I didn't finish it, but it's in the works. You should 100% draw Miku in your art style. It would be so cute. You know, back in the day, when I was like my big art kid phase, art kid TM, you know, phase, I drew Miku all the time. When I say all the time, I mean all the time. There are so many Miku drawings that I have done in like the span of like 3 years. Oh my god, all I drew was either Miku or like sometimes like Toho characters. That was all I would draw back then. So I definitely still love my girl Miku, you know, and expect a lot of Miku art from me still, you know. But yeah, there was a time where pretty much all I drew was Miku. Also, I do like hand color this part, at least like for the base, and then I use like clipping layers afterwards, but I do hand color this part mainly because a lot of the times, even like when I expand the pixels of like the what's the word, of like the fill tool, a lot of the times it doesn't get everything quite right, and then I find myself spending more time just like fixing it, because this drawing's actually fairly clean, like line-wise, but a lot of the times my lines are a lot sketchier, so that makes it like harder for the fill tool to work. So then I just find myself having to like fix over it. So I'm just like, you know, let me just like color the outline myself. I find it's like easier. And it's fun too. Like there's no worse feeling than trying to use the fill tool on your art and then later finding out that you had like a tiny gap in your lines because it decided to just paint everything. There's no worse feeling. Best method: hand color along the line art, then bucket fill the inside the color. I'm like, exactly. No, that's exactly how I do it. Because sometimes fill tool just doesn't quite get it right. I know for sure I want to do more of these drawing streams, just like kind of chill. I don't know if I should keep them to Sundays or just like whatever day of the week. I mostly chose Sunday for this one because like drawing streams are a lot more chill, right? So it's like, oh, after the long week, you could kind of just like chill out or chill out in preparation for the coming week. You know, like however you want to see it. So I was thinking of like drawing streams be Sundays for that reason. And like have them be in the morning, like early, but we'll see how that goes. I'm still like in the very experimental phase of like my, I guess, VTuber journey. I'm still figuring out like what stuff I like to do on stream and like what times I like to stream, what days work best for me, that kind of thing. So I'm just experimenting still. Okay, with filling. There we go. Satisfying. No, now it's the skin color part. But yeah, I definitely want to do more drawing streams, mainly because it will force me to draw more. Like I fear that's how it goes, that like if I give myself like a day and time to draw, then I'll draw more inevitably, because I find that, you know, I sometimes slack on doing it. So if I feel like I have to do it, then I'll do it. Then I get art out of it, which is pretty cool. Ah, what did I do? Okay. Now for the, I guess, the iris color. I still don't know what that part is called. Go the yellow. Also, what I tend to find myself doing is I'll often have the, like, paint the pupils white like this. I didn't do it for the PNG tuber, but like I do that a lot also, like paint the pupils white. I didn't for the PNG tuber though, because since it's like a pale yellow, the white kind of doesn't show up as well. So then I made it like a darker color. But like if a character has like darker eyes, I'll most likely have the pupils white and like have it stand out like that. But yeah, not for this one, just because like the eye color is so light. Wait, I thought I colored that part. I guess not. Like the inner eye here. Okay. Okay, flat color on the eyes is done. Now I'll do hair next. I have like a certain order that I do things in. Not all the time, but like I find myself doing things in like a certain order a lot. Usually how I do is I'll color like skin first, which is like the base. Then I'll color eyes, then hair, then clothes and like other accessories. That's usually how I find myself doing it. I don't know why I started, but I just like find myself doing it that way. And I'll just fill bucket everything else. Let me zoom in and get that color right. Or maybe not even, I'll probably... Yeah, just that, I think. Then... ears. Horns are the same color. Yeah, this... Should I change the way the ruffles are? Because there's a lot of white on white. Again, I'm still like figuring out some parts of the design and like what will work best and what doesn't. Like the design is definitely subject to change over time. But I also thought there's like a version where the ruffles were the same, like this like purple color. Let me see what that looks like again. Just for like more contrast, because there's a lot of like white on white on white. And it kind of just like blends in together, especially like near the ears. It's like kind of hard to tell where the headpiece ends and like where the ears start. So I think I will keep it that way. For the sake of like contrast, I think I will keep it like that. Then, oh yeah, like the pink color inside the ears. Let me do that. I think that's it for the flats, right? Right? I think. I might be wrong. Am I wrong? No, that's it for... No. I'm still missing some stuff, like the accessories. I'm missing the accessories. I was like, something looks off. The choker. The choker, like the moon and the star are the same color. And then the piercings. Oh, I did. Oh yeah, I forgot to draw one of the piercings because it's kind of hard to tell on my PNG tuber model now on stream because she's so small. But yes, she's supposed to have angel fangs. I want those so bad. I want to get angel fangs one day. I can't believe I forgot to draw them on. It's such like a, to me, like a striking, important part of the design. I can't believe I forgot. But yeah, do little angel fangs. I think they're really cute. And I remember I put on like a filter that like puts on like angel fangs on you just to see like what I might look like with them on. And I thought I looked really good. So I'm like, now I really want to do it. Oh no, but then it kind of blends into that fang. But then like this would be too close together. But then this they'd be too far apart. Huh. Or should I just omit it? I mean, I could. It doesn't look bad without. No, but the angel fangs are an important part, I think. I mean, you could always take piercings out. No, I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. I was thinking of having the angel fangs, but now I'm like, I really like the little fang mouth. But if I put the angel fangs, it'll, like, be hard to like tell, like they'll blend in together. So I'll keep them out for this drawing, but for like other ones for sure, like they'll like be there. For the liner, I had like a dark pinkish brown color for the PNG tuber, so let me see. I'll have it the same, I think. Yeah, so it's not like completely black, it's like a little bit lighter. Yeah, see, she looks a lot softer now. I'll add the blush too while I'm here. But like after that, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today. And then do like shading and rendering later. But I'll at least do the blush. So for the blush, I have like a little bit of like a berry color. Not quite pink, but just a little darker. Oh no, that's pretty dark. Well, I have it on there later, so I could just like bring down the opacity. Wait, no, it looks fine. Just bring it down a little bit. Okay, then a little bit on the nose and on the chin. Oh, and the ears too. But yeah, a little bit on the nose. Just a little. Boop. Actually, no, a little bit bigger brush size. Boop. A little bit on the chin. Oh. No, the chin's too much. There we go. And then on the one ear that you can see visibly, because the other one's behind the hime cut, I'll do a little blush on the ear. Yeah. It looks pretty good actually. It looks good so far. I might as well also color the inside of the ears. I keep finding new stuff to do while I'm still here, but do like the easy stuff first. The inside of the ears I do like a little gradient. Not a lot, just a little bit. Little on the other side. Yeah, it's pretty good. And yeah, I think that's all that I'm going to do on stream today. Like I said, I'll do the rest later off stream, and by next time I'll have a new profile picture, which is pretty cool, I'd say. And yeah, that was my first successful art stream. The last one didn't happen like I wanted it to, but I finally got my first drawing stream done. And yeah, I hope to make these like a weekly thing. You know, my streams, they'll change, you know, depending, you know, games I play, how I feel, right? But I want drawing streams to be like a staple, like once a week type thing. So I want to keep doing more of these. Of course with like different stuff, you know, some streams might be fan art, or some streams might be me working on like art for like covers and stuff, because I also do song covers, and I do like, at least for now, I do all the art myself. So you might even see some like behind the scenes, like me working on art for like a project. That could be its own stream as well, depending on how I feel. Some projects are more secret than others, you know? But, you know, just draw, or even like drawing challenges, that kind of thing. I just know I want like a once a week drawing stream. And yeah, I hope to do more of these in the coming weeks. And yeah, I'm just glad I got the first one out the way, because I was scared that like my tablet wouldn't work again. But yeah, so Yay! I did everything that I sought out to do. This makes me very happy. I'm very proud. But in that case, you all have a wonderful rest of your day. It's still early. Yeah, it's still early. Well, depending on where you are. Who knows, maybe it's night. Then in that case, it's not early. But, you know, have a wonderful rest of your day. It's like an inspirational thing I can say. Or just have a good week ahead of you, right? And until next time, I should have my stream schedule up by, I want to say by tonight, hopefully, because what happened last week was that I did not have it up when I said I did because I fell asleep. But I'll have my new week streaming schedule up soon for next week. Next week's streams, they're going to be less than this week. My stream schedule for this week was originally intended to be five streams. I only ended up doing 3, I believe. Yeah, I only ended up doing 3 because I quickly realized, well, 1, I got busy, but 2, I quickly realized that, like, I just started streaming like 2 weeks ago. So going from 3 streams to suddenly 5 in a week was like a big, like, shock to me. And then I was like, oh, this is harder than I thought. So next week, it's only gonna be, if I'm not mistaken, 2, maybe 3. Maybe I'll change it for it to be 3, because right now, currently, the way I have it, it's only 2 days. But yeah, I think I want to build up to like streaming, you know, more days, you know, but I think going from like 3 to 5 from one week to another was a bit much. So I'm gonna stick to 2 or 3 per week, most likely. I think that's like a good, I guess, frequency. At least for now. Over time, I'll like build up to more and more, and obviously like build up to longer streams. Because right now I do like an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Yeah, so yeah, I think next week it's only gonna be 2. But yeah, just putting that out there. my 5 streams in a week experiment didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to, but that's fine. That's fine. You inspire me to draw more, not gonna like, oh, well, I'm glad I inspired somebody. That's the goal, you know. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Like I said, have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, what's left of it. I know June's almost over. But yeah, and until next time, bye bye. Boop.